Hello again, welcome to another look at the weekend's weather into next week too, and again of course we're on netweather.tv. Well, some welcome rain at last, but of course nowhere near enough. We want it to rain for days and days and days, non-stop really, in the east of the country. And as you might say, if anything, the rain we're having at the moment is the wrong sort of rain. We're getting these torrential downpours with hail and thunder, and they do nothing more than just run straight off because the ground is baked hard, there's masses of concrete everywhere. So the rain, instead of just soaking into the ground very gently, just runs off and is wasted. So we really want, as I say, some steady rain lasting for a long, long time. But beggars can't be choosers. Excuse me, at least we're having some rain, and we're going to continue to have some rain for the next week or two, and it's going to remain, if anything, on the cold side. Let's have a look at the surface pressure pattern for the reasons, and we have low pressure over Scandinavia at the moment, which is extending into the United Kingdom, bringing us those April showers and air from the Arctic. Now, high pressure builds near Iceland in the very near future, and that combined with low pressure developing in the central Mediterranean means we're going to have a squeeze of isobars across the country and an increasing cold north to northeasterly wind. Eventually the high pressure will actually move into the United Kingdom, the winds will drop much lighter, still be some frost around, it'll still be cold, and then that high will slip away to the southwest, and then it's going to allow a complete change. We're going to find Atlantic fronts come in from the Atlantic early next week, bringing somewhat milder weather, not noticeably so, but somewhat milder weather, but more importantly bringing a change of wind direction into the southwest, and also bringing some active weather fronts in as well, which will produce some bands of rain, and some quite heavy rain at that, from time to time into next week. Let's have a look at the temperature of the atmosphere. Well, it's going to remain on the cold side really for much of the time. The shadings there are green or even into the blue, and it's going to be cold enough actually where the blue shading is for the showers to be falling as snow. It will become milder for a time early next week. I see a little bit of yellow pushing in there, but that warm air very quickly gets occluded out and we get back into the rather cold conditions. And we have a sort of repeat performance around the middle of the week too. Again, some warm air tries to come in from the Atlantic, but it gets occluded out in the process. But of course, whilst the occluding is taking place, it's going to be giving us a fair bit of rain. So on a day-to-day basis, on Friday it looks as if it's going to be a cold start. There'll be frost around in a good number of places. There'll even be some showers to greet the day too. That's unusual. They normally develop during the day, but there will be some during the first part of the day. There will be some during the night too, and one or two of those showers will be quite wintry. As the day wears on, of course, as is usual, the showers will become more widespread, and some of those showers are going to turn heavy with hail and thunder. And again, the showers could well be fairly wintry in the north. There'll be sunshine, of course, in between, and as is often the case with showers, it's hit and miss. Some of you will get a torrential downpour, other places a mile or two away won't even get a spot. Now, the showers, I think, will probably tend to die out after dark, but some will keep going in the east and south. Now on Saturday it's going to become windier, and therefore it's going to feel quite a bit colder, especially in that wind. Again, there'll be showers around, chiefly in the north and east, some of them wintry and heavy. The best of the sunshine and the most likely area to stay dry and miss the showers is in the west. It's again going to be a fairly cold day. There'll be frost early and late. Now, of course, the big event on Saturday is the Crown National at Aintree, that's near Liverpool. It looks as if it's going to be quite a nice day actually, fairly sunny, and there'll be a cold wind, but no great problem. In fact, with the weather the way it is, I'm going to give you a tip, because the weather fits very nicely to a horse called Sunny Hill Bay. Not sure of the odds, I hope it'll still be running when we come to the race, but that's my tip. Failing that, I've got another horse up my sleeve, which is called Seabass. I wonder why I'm choosing that one. Anyway, as we walk away, Rich, into Sunday, it looks as if, again, we're going to have a cold start with some early frost and some showers around. These chiefly in the east. There'll be some sunny spells, and it'll be mostly dry in the west and south. But it will be a coldish day. Now, a couple of marathons taking place on Sunday. With it being fairly chilly, I should think ideal weather, really. Lochaber in Scotland, fine and cold, a frosty start and some sunshine during the day. Not too warm, ideal sort of temperature. Brighton may be a little bit breezier and cloudier. We might get one or two showers there, but basically it will be for a lot of the time fine and dry. Moving into Monday, again a frosty start, but this time only in the east, because there will be cloud and rain spreading quite quickly into the west, and that cloud and rain is going to spread right across the country during the course of the day. Timing at this stage a little bit difficult, and that rain will be preceded by some snow on the hills in the north. Now it is going to become windy, and of course once it starts to rain and it becomes windy, it's going to feel pretty cold. Rather uncertain the weather on Tuesday, but basically it looks like being a wet start with heavy rain around and strong winds. It will become perhaps a little bit clearer during the day, but there'll still be showers, more particularly in the north and west. And the wet weather with strong winds, even gales, will hang on in eastern England well into the night, and it'll feel pretty cold too. For the middle and latter part of the week, it looks like staying very unsettled indeed. We haven't had that sort of weather for ages. It's going to be windy and very unsettled. There'll be showers or longer spells of rain. There will well be snow on the Scottish mountains. And although temperatures, numerically speaking, will be close to normal, I think with the rain and the winds, it's going to feel rather cold. Well, that's all from me for the time being. I'll be back again this time next week. I hope my tip romps home for the Grand National. But for now, have a lovely weekend and goodbye.